welcome back everybody to our final station walkthrough, where today we will be continuing with the Only Traitor DLC. Now, I might be in a bad mood today and everything might be a bit off because I just fucking hell broke my favorite goddamn drinking glass by somehow pushing it off the table and having it explode into a million pieces. It makes no fucking sense. I've dropped it so many times, yet it was always fine. But like, it drops 40 centimeters, and yet the water it held acted like it was liquid bombs. Fucking hell. Anyways, yes, let's move on to our game. Play the DLC for the final station. Now, I'm sorry, everybody, that lately I haven't really been posting any of the usual content with the animations, because I've sort of began taking a bit of a break with all of this, where I've you know how much I've been drawing lately, and because of that I sort of don't want to, because I sort of really don't want to do all the drawing. Like, mind you, I love to draw, but like, I don't know, I just don't really have the motherfucking, what do you call it, the will to draw, basically. Okay, so our baseball bat is fucking OP. And we still have our gravy train rolling. Oops. Morgan. Ah! Okay, that's my bad. I haven't really been getting used to the fucking, I don't know, even though I played the game this morning, guys, for some reason everything feels a tad bit off. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry for not bringing out the animation videos. I've sort of been taking a little bit of a break from drawing, but I assure you that I will get right back to it maybe a week from now. I know that seems like a while to wait, but I guarantee you I am not done with those animation videos. Those are pretty fun. And so yeah. So by the way, guys, this DLC, I've played it before, obviously, provides a fuck ton of lore info for all the people that are trying to keep up with the story of this game. I basically have it down to heart, so I'm not too worried about it. Did we not grab any food? Well, we searched everything, right? Ah, whatever. There's no food, yeah, okay. So... oh shit, I forgot to check here. Alright guys, anyways, also, sorry if the recording is a tad bit laggy. There's something going on where essentially I got this new update and this sort of fucked things up. I had to tinker with OBS for like 5-10 minutes right before this to try and get everything set up and working properly, because it was acting really jank, so yeah, that was something. But alright, here we go. Final station. Going on in a car. We're going on a road trip, guys. Shut up, Harry. We don't have anything to worry about, so this is really nice. We can just focus on it, whatever's going on. So yeah, guys, welcome back. Lately I've been going outside almost daily, just going around on my bike, riding places, and it's been fun. I actually learned how to do a proper wheelie and generally figured out how to pull off a half decent curb stomp, but sometimes my brain just doesn't cramp, and like, fuck yeah, I like pull up my front wheel before I'm close to the curb, and then just fucking crash into it head on, and then it's not very nice. So I'm having a little bit of a problem there, but that's probably just has something to do with my body's retarded input lag. So yeah, that's how it's going. In terms of other news, motherfucking waiting for Tarkov's wipe to happen. I don't think I've ever mentioned this to you guys, but I play this game called Escape from Tarkov. It's really realistic and really, really fun. I think I mentioned this before in one of my Final Station vids, I'm not sure, but essentially it's this ultra super realistic game with all this accurate gunplay and healing mechanics and all that shit. And overall, it's pretty fun to goof around with. I really like it. However, the game is currently in a really janky state. Oh god, this is a new guy. Ah! Get the fuck away. But currently the game is in a sort of a janky state where it hasn't been updated in a while. There's nothing wrong with the current version of the game, mind you, but by update, I just mean that there's this thing called a wipe that happens where, you know, once everybody in the world gets a little too OP, it resets everybody's progress, sort of reminiscent of like an RPG game almost, because yeah, it's actually technically classified as an MMORPG game. So every once in a while it does a little update and shit, and yeah, I'm leaving. I know he's a better medic and shit, but I'm just gonna stick with my original dude. You can only take one person along at a time. So yeah, and I really love the game. I love the game to bits, but things have slowed down lately. It's really unfun playing the game because everybody is just absolutely fucking, you know, max progression, running the best shit they can, and like, you know, you're just gonna get curb stomped in that sort of an environment. So, not a huge fan of the way things are, and so I want the wipe to happen for everything to reset and properly have an actual shot at, you know, having any sort of fun. Otherwise it's just lame, I know. But speaking of which, the reason why it's been extra unfun this wipe basically is also because of Bitcoin. The game has a global trading system where essentially if I find an item and I put it up on the market for, let's say, 10,000, then anybody in the world can purchase it for the said 10,000, you know, currencies, rubles in the game. However, the thing about that is, it also tries to mirror the real life fucking state of things, and so, you know, because of the big Bitcoin influx, there was inflation everywhere. All of a sudden, a lot of worthless shit just became worth a lot purely because, like, Bitcoin went from being worth, you know, like, it's technically divided up into 0.2 Bitcoin, not a full Bitcoin. So previously it went from Bitcoin being worth around 180,000 rubles to 140,000 rubles, depending on the time of day and shit, which is, you know, pretty alright, to all of a sudden Bitcoin being worth 600,000 rubles. Which is wild, because now, all of a sudden, with one Bitcoin, you could say afford 10 AKs instead of, like, 3 AKs. And yeah, that was a huge problem. It drove up the price of everything to an exponential degree, and it basically made it so that unless you yourself have a Bitcoin miner in the game, which is, you know, obviously kind of hard to attain, then you're basically shit out of luck, man. You're just gonna have to get on the grind like a total peasant. You're being pussy. Shut the fuck up back there, I'm driving. I'll toss you out of the goddamn car. Come on. I think we actually ditch Harry. So we're getting close to the factory. Got some nice desert driving over here. Worried about the shelter. So it seems like in this scenario of the game, these people are a lot more informed about everything that's going on, and they're basically just trying to get, and we're basically just trying to get to a shelter right now. Next shelter is only near Restell. Oh, we've been there. It was the first main outpost, wasn't it? That'd be pretty cool. I think, yeah, we actually get to visit places that we've already been to in the first game. Well, at least some of the places. Alright, safe haven, I think. Hello, game. Load. There we go. Evacuation. I like how... Wow. We can already go in both directions in this game, you know? Holy shit, alright. How it can go like all the way to the left and explore to the left, whereas in the base game, it was only really one directional. Maybe we loop back around or something, but for the most part we only got to go in one direction. Hold on, are we able to kill these guys? Oh, we can. We can actually smack those guys to death now, which is nice, but I'm not gonna bother with the effort. What? Fuck. We don't have any more spare shells, guys. You know, guys, I just realized we actually don't get to keep the health from our previous run. Oh, that's what was the... Oh, shit. We actually don't get to keep the health from our previous run. We actually stay kind of injured. That's why there was like the medic thing. It's because the guy in the back seat of whoever we're carrying heals us. Damn. Alright, we're just gonna balls to the wall this. We're gonna commit like this. Like, it doesn't matter if it takes 10 gunpowder to craft a single bullet, and like the guy only knows how to stick a band-aid on my arm. But we are going to commit with this guy, Harry Green. All right, doesn't matter. I think maybe I'll do like a replay of this game where we try to go through the entire game with every single person. Obviously, I'm sure there's gonna be an achievement where we go with like the worst guy you can possibly have, where the person basically just does nothing for you. Although that probably will be off camera. If you guys actually want me to replay this game, but with all the different fucking routes and shit, then please let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, you know, yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing normally and generally just play off camera. Sorry, bro. Can I kill you? Oh, that sucks. Wasted a bullet there. Ah! Shit. Electrum. Wow. I'm just gonna pop the heal, guys. Like, I'm getting antsy over here. I know for a fact that this DLC is generally a lot better than the base game, which I'm sure is sort of obvious to you by now, considering the very clear scarcity of our ammo, the newer, like, fucking enemy types, and just generally less resources to work with, you know. You also get only one gun, by the way. We only get to play with our revolver for the entire game. We don't get a shotgun, a rifle, none of that shit. Just the pistol and the baseball bat. So, although the combat is a bit more monotonous and linear, it's still fun. This shit's pretty fantastic. Well, guess the bunker's locked. This is bullshit. Well, that sounds about like a normal reaction to have when the world is ending and the fucking evacuation center you were trying to get to has been completely locked out. Now, I think I'm going to keep our first part a little bit on the shorter end. Let's finish this car ride and we'll call it. I like how the fucking radio's still going. Ah, so you get the guy in the back to grab the shit for you. Oh, dipshit, I just felt like going for a ride. Is this guy incapable of crafting anything? Damn. This is a pretty standard reaction. Why the fuck would you build a shelter and lock it in front of you? So this game is basically just about trying to get to a shelter and make it out alive. Alright guys, that was a pretty short and sweet car ride. And thank you guys for sticking with me on the first part of our the final station only Traitor playthrough. We get to discover why he is the only traitor. So yeah guys,